Hey guys, it's me Naraya, and today you guys are going to get ready with me for a few dispensary runs. What are dispensary runs, you may ask? Well, that is where we have a couple of routes to different dispensaries in Ohio, and we go store by store and say hello to their teams. All right, y'all, let's get into this. Get ready with me. So today you'll see me starting off with my eyebrows as usual, and I am using the E.L.F. eyebrow pencil in the color deep brown. And I like to keep my eyebrows very light and very airy looking, so I like to just fill in the arch of my eyebrow and the tail, and I do a little bit in the front, and that is how I do my eyebrows. One of my favorite things about dispensary runs is being able to meet some of the most genuine and authentic people that you'll ever come across. And you get to learn so much about different people. So that is one of my many things I love about dispensary runs. Now I'm going in with adding the primer to my face, and I am using the N.Y.X Studio Perfect Face Primer in the color clear. I love this primer because it just keeps my face non-oily all day. So this is something that I cannot miss during my makeup process. So in the comments below, let me know other primers that you like to use. I will be so interested in using them. Now I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut, and I am just going underneath my eyebrows just to clean them up. And I am also going to go ahead and put them underneath my under eye just as a base concealer because this is the closest color to my complexion. And here I am using one of my favorite products from Nora Labs, which is the cannabis-derived terpene vape cartridge in the flavor Platinum Cookies. I cannot go wrong with this. And now you just have to blend right into your skin, okay? And here I am just adding the concealer underneath my eyes, as I mentioned before, and on top of my lids because I will be doing an eyeshadow look today for the dispensary runs. I'm doing a brown sultry look, so I'm super excited to show you guys how I did that. And here I am setting my concealer with the setting powder by Makeup Forever in the Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. For the eyeshadow palette, I am using the I Love Bloom by Sephora, and I am going in with the deepest brown shade in the palette. And I'm working that brown shade into the crease of my eyes. Then I am using the red auburnish color in the shadow palette, and I am putting that right underneath the deep brown that I put into my crease, and I am just building that and layering it up to give it some depth and dimension. The last thing that I am doing for this eyeshadow look is I am using the gold metallic eyeshadow color, and I'm just putting that right on top of my eyelid, and that way I can give it a nice contrast from the deep red and the deep brown that I put into my eyes. Now you see me using the lighter shade concealer in the shade 10 by Juvia's Place over top of the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm doing this because the LA Girl Pro Concealer has dried down a bit, and now I want to keep it moisturized while I'm going to put on my lashes. Now I'm going in with the Bond from the lash glue that I got from this kit, and I go in and I fill the lash bond in the outer corners of my eye or in the areas that I feel needs to be filled up. And then I will go into the tray of lash clusters and fill them in those areas that I placed the bond. And while I am doing my lashes, I want to take the time to inform people a little bit more about the cannabis industry and about the different entities that are found within the supply chain. The first entity I want to start talking about in the supply chain is cultivation. And cultivation is extremely important because it is the seeds. It's how the plant comes about. So you can start off with seeds, you can start with clones, and those are grown and cultivated into the plants that people use as inhalables or what we as processors use to make the oil. This brings me to the next entity within the supply chain, and those are processors. N.Y.X is a processing facility, and what we do is we take the biomass or the flower from cultivators and we put all of that material into an extraction equipment, and from there we extract all the yummy and delicious cannabinoids found in the cannabis plant, and we take that material and turn it into distillate. We could turn it into live resin, and with that oil we can make vape cartridges, we can make edibles, we can make topicals, salves, tinctures, all different types of array of products through the oil. And that's what processors do, and that is what N.Y.X is. I am now actually using the sealant, and I am just sealing in my lashes. Here I'm just blending out my concealer, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you about the rest of the entities within the supply chain. After processors, we then have dispensaries. And dispensaries are the retail of the actual cannabis entities. So that is what is front facing to the customers. That's where if you're 21 or older, or if you are a caregiver, you are able to go into those stores, buy medicated or adult use product, and use them for your medicinal purposes or for your adult use purposes. The last entity that I want to talk about today will be the testing labs, and they are definitely not least. They are one of the most important entities within the supply chain because this is what ensures that consumers and patients get the most safe and reliable products by licensed operators. Now that you've learned a little bit more about the supply chain in the Ohio cannabis industry, let's get back into this Get Ready With Me. Here I'm using the foundation shade in Tanzania by Juvia's Place, and it just melts right into my skin, and I love it so much. So after I blend that into the concealer and blend that all around my face, I just make sure that it's even and well blended throughout. After the foundation, it is time for blush, and I am using Rare Beauty in the shade Lucky. To conclude my face and foundation routine, I am then setting my entire face with Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder, and I also then use my N.Y.X Professional Makeup Setting Spray in the Marshmallow. And after all of that, I pat my face with the brush again just to set everything in, and I am ready to go. And now you cannot forget about the lips. I am using the N.Y.X in the shade Rebel Kind, and this is the Line Loud edition. And I love this lip liner. It gives the deepest brown that I look for. It feels smudge proof when I use it, and it just lasts me all day. So I love this lip liner. For lip gloss, I used the N.Y.X Madeleine, and I love the shade. It gives me the perfect blend of ombre. And I've been seeing online these new lip kits that are like cinnamon swirl or glazed donut. And when I tell you, my dollar is going to see those, because that is the combos that I love. And this combo for me gives me that look that those kits give. Now, time for some smell goods. So this is Velvet Diamond by Jonah B, and I got it for a gift from my boyfriend, and it smells like the My Way by Giorgio Armani. And when I tell you, this is a phenomenal dupe. I love Velvet Diamond, so y'all need to get into it. Here I'm just twisting up some flyaways and just making sure my hair and my makeup all looks ready to go and good for the store visits. And then after that, I tend to send some emails before I get on the road, because I do have to use my hotspot. But in the event that I can send some emails off, it is the most beneficial way to get some admin work done along with getting some sales done. So enjoy the rest of this Get Ready with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon in the next video. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.